I did another one, but only the back part.
Yeah, I really like that a lot. That was good. Hold on a second here.
But this is big because it has walls here and wall here.
That's so pretty. Yeah. We got Monica here this morning. Hi, Monica.
But this is an old one.
That's okay. I just you know how on Facebook they show you your memories? There was one I
Mhm.
did a lantern 2 years ago. And I'm looking, I think, wow, is that 2 years already? Yeah. It
I did it.
yeah, and bring it back. Hi Sharon.
Just sometimes I forget the projects that I did, but
I
sometimes some people ask me to do it again or to
yeah,
show them how I did it. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I sometimes I look for the pictures and I did again the same project, but
Hmm.
maybe a small one.
Yeah,
It's easier because, for example, for this house, I spend a lot of days,
I can
and for
imagine. Mm.
the live, I has to do the live in 1 hour. So it's complicated to do a big project like this in a
Right.
live, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have to do it over 2 weeks. We'd have you come back and finish.
Yes.
Oh, we got
That's why
Oriana here.
the last time that I did a project for miniature luxuries, I did this box.
Yeah, I loved that one. I really did because I like those papers.
Uh, I did this part, and inside the box, I put the paper and I painted.
I know that was good.
I use here the ribbons that I like,
Yeah, the old-fashioned ribbons, yeah.
yes, and
Yeah.
molds here. And some people, when I asked what they want for the next light, some people told me that they want an album for this little box. So
Okay.
I'm going to do this one. It's a small hexagonal album,
Oh, how cute.
and it's going to be here.
Perfect. Okay, I love it when it comes together. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
So it's going to be an easy structure, but I think that it's going to be fine. And the collection that I'm going to use that we can cut is this one
Okay.
from my TV.
That's an
But
all-time favorite. Yeah.
it's
Alrighty, great. Hi, Orla. How are you? Well, I think everybody's about ready to go. If you are, we'll get
yes,
started.
I can
Okay.
change the camera and I can start.
Alrighty. We'll just wait patiently. No, I like that you're going to put the album inside that box. It makes it like a whole set. It's good. Hi, Sue. Ah, you got rain today. We've had beautiful days, beautiful days. I've got the windows open and I'm crazy about that. All right, let me see. Let me get you up here and I'm going to move you over.
Not yet.
There you go. Let me give you full screen. Okay, that looks pretty good.
I think that it can be here.
Yep.
Yes. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to show you how I cut these hexagons,
Yeah.
and I'm going to show you the measures. And if you learn how to do the first hexagon, then you can do in any size. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the you have a piece of cardboard. You're going to need many pieces of cardboard. This is like cardstock. And
Okay.
I'm going to do here a small line This is, for example, 13 centimeters. So I'm going to cut this in 6 centimeters.
Okay.
Here, here. Okay.
Oh,
You
I
have it
see.
here. This is any of the sides that you have here. You can choose any and you start. Okay, I need an album of 6 centimeters, of 7 or 8. This is the first line that you are going to do. 7, 8, any size that you want.
Okay, I see. All right.
And then I have this here, and you are going to put this in each point that you have. Okay,
Okay.
and then you put the the point here and the pencil, and you are going to trace 2 lines.
Oh,
Let me see if it doesn't move, because yesterday I think that it moves. Yes. So you have here the center of the hexagon. You are going to put the point here, and you're going to do a circle.
oh, all right.
Okay. If you
Mm-hmm.
have any questions later, you can ask me in the comments or in my messenger, and I'm going to do I'm going to share with you the measures that I'm going to use for the mini hexagon album. I'm going to do as other times the measures in a big paper, and I'm going to put everything there. Okay.
Oh, that will help. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
So, and you are going to start here in the same point that you did at the beginning, one line. Then in this line, you do the other line. In this point, you do the other line. In the same point, you put the pencil and do the other one. And as you can see, you are going to have here an hexagon. Okay.
All right.
For the album, you are going to need different sizes of hexagons. The process is going to be the same. For example, I have here um, an hexagon of 6 centimeters. So you are going to start with 6 centimeters and you did all the process. I have here another hexagon of 5 centimeters. You do the same. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Other one for 6.5. Okay. You start with 6.5 and you do the same.
Okay. Is that for the cover?
Uh,
The
yes.
6 point. Okay.
Uh, right now, I'm just showing you how to do an hexagon. I'm going
Okay.
to give you the measures later.
All
So
righty.
with the ruler, you can do your lines from point to point. If you want this as a big hexagon, bigger, you
Oh,
have to do the same. Okay. You
all
have to
right.
trace, for example, this is 8 centimeters. So you start with 8 centimeters and you do a big circle, and then you start with the lines.
All right. That makes sense.
I choose to do first in cardstock because this is going to be my first hexagon. Then I'm going to cut this with a cutter.
Okay.
Okay. You have here the hexagon, the complete hexagon. I have some pieces already cut, but I want to show you how I start, because if I could hear all the hexagons, you are going to be
We'll be here for a while. I get
sleeping.
it. Yeah. Well, we've got Roberta and Clara and Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
So we all want to see this hexagon album.
I prefer to do something not very difficult, because I love to do your albums or your projects later. So if you see something that it's very complicated, maybe you are not going to do the album. For example, when I did the exploding box, I saw some exploding box that they shared with me, and it
Oh,
was nice. So
well, this is different. I like it.
you have here now the hexagon with cardstock, and then you can choose gray cardboard that it's maybe 1.5 centimeters, millimeters, or more, or two, and then you can put your hexagon here, and we are going to need, for example, two of these hexagons with this cardboard,
Mm.
because these are going to be the covers. Okay,
Okay. All
so
right.
with this, just you are going to put this again here, and you are going to have two equal hexagons, and you can cut them again with the cutter.
All
Okay,
right.
so but this is how I start. So the first step, you are going to need two of these pieces. It's 6.5 centimeters, two, because these are going to be the covers.
All right.
So I have here one, and then I'm going to show you that I have here the other one. That the, this one is already with a piece of paper. I choose this paper that it's like purple,
Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
and as you can see, this is a bigger. This is bigger than this one. Why?
Yeah.
Because we are going to fold here. I'm going to show you how I did it. We are going to fold here, and we are going to have two of these pieces for the cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So you are going to cut your two hexagons of 6.5 centimeters. These are two of them. And then I put here a pieces of double-sided tape,
Mm-hmm.
because I want this very, very flat. So I'm not going to use here glue. The glue is going to be in these sides.
Okay.
This hexagon that you have to do with the color, um, with the color paper, is going to be 8.3 centimeters here. Why? Because I want to have this part that it's going to be 1.5 centimeters. And we are
Oh,
going to fold each side, as I'm going to show you, with this. Okay, this has the double-sided tape,
yeah.
and it's going to be easy to glue.
And these measurements are a lot like if you're doing a regular album, when you're covering a box or something, it's usually like a half of an inch or,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, like a half inch or 1 centimeter or, like you say, one and a half. So if you're changing the sizes, you can kind of gauge it that way, right?
Yes, you only have to do the first hexagon, and then the other one. You know that you are going to that it is going to be a little bigger,
Right.
because you need this part to do the flops. So
Yeah.
I'm going to glue this here.
Okay.
It's
We've got
difficult for
Callie
me
and
because
Shirley watching now too. Everybody's
oh,
watching now today.
don't only watch. Say hello. Say good morning. Because we want to know who are you, where are you from. Sometimes we only see
Well, we
the
know we have,
little
yeah,
the
we've
eyes.
no, we've got Mexico and we've got Chile and Shirley. Shirley, are you in Texas? And let's see, Sharon is South Africa, and
So,
Sue. I try to remember everybody where you are. Yeah, Shirley's okay.
so as you can see, we don't have here bubbles and anything because we put here the double-sided tape. Okay.
Right. Oh, we've got Roberta who's in Ireland, and we've got Monica in California. Oriana is in Panama. Sylvia's from Portugal. Okay, is that enough? We got them all. Orla's from New York.
So
I'm getting better. I
we
remember
are
a
going
lot.
to need this here, and here I'm going to use glue. Okay.
Okay,
But
so you just
first, I'm
folded that
going to
one. Good.
fold everything.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to miss this part because I want to see how you fold those. Yeah, Sue's up north. New Orleans, we've got New Orleans.
I try to do easy albums because I'm not an expert. But
Yes, you are. You always say that,
if
but you
I
know
can
you
do it,
are.
you can do it too.
And we got Canada. Okay, I don't think we've missed much. Got
So
about
I have
every
all the
continent.
sides. And then I'm going to cut this part, not this
Okay.
part. I'm going to cut this one, but not here in the line that I had before. As you can see, I trace all the lines to put
Mm-hmm.
the hexagon perfect, but also because I'm going to need these lines to cut and to because if I cut here in the lines, maybe you are going to see this part.
Okay, that's
So
what I want to see. Yeah.
you need a little bit of this paper because you don't want to see this part of the cardboard.
All right.
So
That's good. Excuse me.
let me look for my scissors. So this is the line. I'm going to cut a little bit more.
Uh, okay.
And
Shirley,
again,
you're at 44 degrees. Holy cow, we're at 75 already.
here and here.
Okay, so it's what, a millimeter or two?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
it's maybe three
Two. Okay.
millimeters
Okay.
more than the line that you had before.
All right. Yeah, they don't have one of those fancy tools that you have for when you make the albums, do they? You know the one that that just marks the corners for you. I love that tool.
Ah, I don't do a lot of albums and cards, and I don't have all the tools that the scrap ladies have. But
Yeah.
for example, this is from my kids.
Oh, you're kidding? Okay. Yeah,
So,
Shirley says they're going to have freezing weather. You know, we were reading that almost every state in the United States is going to be at freezing sometime next week. That's crazy. Crazy cold.
so we are going to glue this part, and
Mm-hmm.
then this part, and then this part. Yes. Pues yes,
Okay.
no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay.
Alrighty.
You can use here the crab glue that I don't have, maybe the extra forte, or
Yeah.
maybe if you have a good double-sided tape, you can use it. But I think that sometimes the double-sided tape it glues perfectly when you do the album, but then 2 or 3 months ago, it's not working so good. So for some parts, I prefer to use glue.
Right. Right.
And then you can keep, this is a um, baby wipe that is right,
Mm,
and I'm going to use it to clean the glue. Okay.
yeah. And that burnisher is really important when you're doing folds like that. Always use a burnisher. Your fingers will never get it tight enough.
So and here, and again you can clean. You are not going to see all this part because later I'm going to show you how I cut some hexagons, and then you are going to glue them here.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Um, I'm going to fold here and glue. And for the excess, I'm going to clean
Okay.
with the dry baby wipe. So now you are going to mark here,
Oh, I see. That's, yeah, kind of tucking them in.
and then you are going to fold and glue the the nose. These are the yes. It's the yes, no, yes, no, yes. And then you are going to glue this here.
The nose.
So
Okay.
you are going to have a perfect hexagon that has been covered, and you are not going to see here whites.
It looks
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, it is.
Bueno, no, I don't know if someone Spanish speaker is here. I think that it's Sara, Sara Jara. Bueno, lo que
Yes.
les estoy explicando ahorita es que hice unos hexágonos. Con los hexágonos, yo les voy a compartir todas las medidas. Y lo primero que usé para hacer el hexágono fue un pedazo de, de cartulina, que es un poco gruesa, es un cartón grueso, pero no es tan grueso como el cartón gris, y de aquí yo hice las bases. Entonces usé el compás, puse las dos líneas, hice las líneas al centro para tener mi centro del hexágono, y ya de ahí fui marcando las otras líneas. Ya después, este es, bueno, aquí es papel cascarón. No sé cómo lo conozcan en otros países, pero bueno, puede ser cartón gris o lo que sea, porque de todo modo se va a ver cubierto. Es como de 1.5 milímetros de grosor. Es un poco más grueso y eso es para hacer las tapas. Entonces, ya después les enseñé que había que hacer un hexágono con cartulina de colores. Pueden escoger cualquier color dependiendo de la colección que vayan a usar. Y este hexágono es un poco más grande porque tienen que dejar 1.5 centímetros en cada uno de los lados para después doblarlos y se van a forrar. Después les enseñé que había que cortar, pero se marca todo el hexágono a la medida del primero y vas a dejar como 2 milímetros extras cuando cortes los bordes, Entonces, de esa manera, cuando doblas, aquí no vas a tener los blancos del cartón, se va a ver cubierto. Y ya después vamos a poner un rombo de otro color o del mismo color si tú quieres, y con eso ya se va a cubrir casi todo. So
Got
that's
it.
that's easy explained.
That's in a nutshell.
The other day I did a live with Diana. It was
Oh,
from Spanish speakers because it was only from our followers in Mexico. It was at 7 o'clock here,
mm-hmm.
but as I do some tutorials in English and Spanish, that one it was like, oh, sorry for my Spanglish.
No, it was fine. That's great. Yeah, I didn't watch
I
the whole
show
video, but
them
I went
how to
through it.
do this
Yeah,
one.
that one, the ornament. Yeah, I didn't have time to rewatch it. I was going to, but I did see the ornament. That was pretty.
Yes, you can find in my Facebook in Blanch Aguilar. I have to do it there because Diana have problems with her Facebook, so I have to do it in my Facebook, in my personal Facebook. I don't
Oh,
like to do that, but we have to.
yeah,
So now we have two hexagons that are going to be the covers of the album.
they're
Okay,
pretty. I love that color.
they are done. So these are the measures of this one is 6.5 centimeters. You have to do two, and these are the covers. Next step. We are going to need 6 centimeters of each side hexagons, and from this one you are going to need four.
Okay.
No, four, because you are going to need 4 pages. We're going to do an hexagon of 4 pages, but also you are going to need two more because these ones are going to be useful here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So we are going to have 6 of them. If you want them a little bit bigger because you don't want to have here a big space, you can do it in size, okay?
All right.
But these ones are going to be our pages. Four. Okay, so I'm going to glue these ones. Uh, no, not yet, because maybe I'm going to put here the these ones.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say to bind them. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm going to put the side. No, we're not going to glue yet. So we have here the 4 pages. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as I'm going to use these other hexagons that are 5 centimeters. You can put 8 of these ones if you want, because I'm going to show you how you can use these ones. As you can see, these are smaller. So you have your page that is going to be the page of your album. And then we are going to put a little piece of paper here. You are going to glue this here, and you can put here this one. And you are going to open and close this,
Oh,
this
all right.
hexagon. So as you are going to have 2 pages, for example, here and here, you can put another one in this side.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if you open your album, you are going to have the big hexagons here, but these are going to be useful if you want to open them and you can put, for example, more messages here or more pictures or anything that you want. As you can see, I glue this ready
Mhm.
already, and I'm going to show you how I glue this.
Okay.
As I told you, these are 5 centimeters, and these are, remember, these are
6.
centimeters.
Okay.
Okay, and
Yes.
here I'm going to have a rectangle that it's 3 and 5. Why 5? Because we are going to glue this one. So
Mm,
you have to cut these big little rectangles with this size, 5 centimeters. This is going to be 6, but you need the rectangle in these sides. Okay?
yes.
Because you are going to glue. I'm showing you here in the white one because I want to explain you better.
Sure.
Entonces, necesitan tener los rectángulos, van a tener unos rombos más pequeños, que son los de 5 centímetros. ¿Por qué? Porque estos nos van a servir para abrir y cerrar adentro del álbum. Entonces, pueden poner unos de este lado y unos de este lado. Entonces, cuando abran su álbum, pueden tener aquí una, una página y aquí pueden tener otra página que se abre y se cierra. Entonces, necesitan cortar los rectángulos de 3 centímetros de ancho y 5 de largo. Y los van a doblar a la mitad. You have to fold this in the middle. Okay? And then
Mhm.
you are going to glue this to the small parts, and then this, you are going to glue this here. Okay?
Okay. Yes. Looks good.
Yes, but it's better to explain you here because in this one you cannot see that
No, that's
I'm going
true.
to do this here, and this is going to be open and closed.
All right.
Okay? Hello, Helen. How are you?
And now we've added Finland now. We really are international today.
So I'm going to glue this here in any of the sides. And here. Lo pegan aquí en la mera orillita y como se fijan, está bien pegado. ¿Ok? Entonces,
Mhm.
este nos va a servir para ponerlo aquí y los vamos a poder abrir y cerrar. Right now, I'm only glued these pages, the small ones, in this part of the hexagon.
Okay.
If you want more of these pages, you can cut them and then you can uh, glue them in this part as I showed you at the beginning. Okay.
So you could go and have them open on each other or up and down or yeah, however you want.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can put, as I told you, I'm only going to put the right side of these pages. But
Mhm.
if you want to cut more of the small ones, you can cut them and then put them in the back side here.
Okay.
As you can do this open here and open here.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Entonces, lo que les digo, que ahorita solamente corté 4 de estas. Si ustedes quieren, pueden cortar 4 más y las pueden poner en la parte de atrás. Ahorita solamente voy a poner 4 y las voy a poner en la parte de este lado. ¿Ok?
Mhm.
So we are going to need more glue. Oh, it's too quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm trying to pay attention.
Remember that you have here, this side is 6 centimeters and this is 5. I'm going to put this in the middle. No. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was it. That was flat
Oh,
butter.
yes. Here in the middle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do this in all the pages.
Okay.
Okay. And this is going to work like this. Also, if you want to put pockets, you can put pockets here, for example, and you can put more things or cards, or for example, if you choose a collection from Stamperia, you know that you have mini tags in the collections, so you
That's
can put
true.
the mini tags here in the pockets. So
Mm-hmm.
you only know that you have to put them, for example, 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and you can put here the pocket, and here you can place the tags.
Oh, that would be good too. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yes,
And
because
the ITD and the Stamperia collections, you can intermix those. There's a lot of pieces that you can use from both collections.
yes. Yes, for example, if you choose this collection from IT that it's Provence, you can choose also lavender or Provence from Stamperia, and you can choose the tags of the other collection, and they
Exactly.
are going to be they are going to be fine. So here's again the same step in the middle and in the border, and you're going to have here another page. Okay,
Okay.
here is the other one, and it also already has the small rectangle. So I'm going to put glue here. I think that it's very easy in this way because you
Well,
only have to cut the rectangles and then you only have to glue.
no, that's really a great way.
And if you want a big album, big hexagon album, you can do the same steps, but only in you can add more centimeters to each
Sure.
side. So we have here, you can glue this.
This is a good size. Sometimes when you get those big albums, I get tired by the time I get to the end. Too many pages.
They are going to be different. And also, if you want, you can put, for example, here the pages from that you are going to cut from here. For example, you can cut these kind of pages.
Oh
Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
and be before you glue the pages, you can put here, for example, magnets. I'm going to
Oh,
do maybe one of those. You can put here the magnets, and this is going to be close. Okay.
that would be great. Yeah, I would like that. Well, hi Cynthia. It's been so long since we've seen you. How you doing? Another Californian, so they're up early watching us on a Sunday morning.
It's 8 o'clock in California.
9. We start at
Nine.
9. So yeah, that's a 3-hour difference.
Okay. Here is 10 a.m.
Yeah, it kind of messed us up when you didn't do the time change. You used to be the same as Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, so now you're still back. You're 2 hours now instead of the one.
Yes. So if you write messages at 5 a.m., it's
I
my
know. I
3 a.m.
well, I was doing stuff. Yeah, yeah. Cynthia's just waking up. Yeah, this is breakfast time instead of brunch time for you. I get it. I know. You have to laugh at me, Blanche, but I got up early because I added the Scrap Boys have 2 new collections,
Oh,
and
yes.
I said I swore I was going to get it done. So it's nice and quiet at 4 and 5 a.m. So that's what I was doing, and I posted it on Facebook. So yeah, I
Yeah,
was actually.
When I started to do some lights for Stamperia and for Pentart, I learned that I have to turn off my cell phone at the night because they write and then ask me why I'm not responding. Why? Because it's my 1 a.m. and I'm sleeping.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that I am in America and you are in Europe.
I know. And that's the other thing because I used to get up at like 3 because it was 9 o'clock for Stamperia. And then, I would get all my work done by 9 a.m. because if it was something I had to have done, I wanted to be early. So yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing.
Yes, but they sometimes forget.
Yeah,
So
they do.
they are very worried because I'm not answering their mails. But honestly, I have to sleep.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
to kids.
Roberta said they changed their clocks this weekend, and this gets confusing because we're not changing ours till next weekend. And then
Oh,
we're gonna fall back, and you're not gonna change, so we'll be back 1 hour difference only.
as I don't want to be very. I don't want a long video, so I'm going to show you this in once. But I'm going to explain you that here I'm going to put, for example, the magnets. Okay,
Okay.
but if you choose here, maybe for the other page, you can choose here or here. Don't put the magnets in the same place because if you put here and then in this page, you choose the same place, then all your pages are going to be close.
I
And
wouldn't
it's
have thought of that. I wouldn't have
so
thought of it at
you
all.
have to choose different points of your page to close. Okay.
Okay, now that is a good tip. Yeah. Sylvia said it's 4 p.m. there. Yeah, we're all over the place now. This is crazy.
So I'm going to put here the magnet. This is very complicated for me, but I'm going to try to do it. Now,
You know,
this magnet
I,
thing is not
I
easy.
forget to put them in. Sometimes I think, oh, I'm going to put magnets, and then I've already put my stuff down.
Sometimes I glue everything and then, oh no, the magnets.
That's it. Yeah.
And I forgot them. That's why sometimes I used to put a little piece of die cut or other stuff because I forgot the magnets. So here I have the double-sided tape, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put another piece of double-sided tape here, but the glue is here, okay?
Yeah, that was hard for me to learn how to do that initially, but you do it the same way.
And I let me put this here, okay? You're going
Mm-hmm.
to have here the magnet, and they are going to close. And then you only have to do this here.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yes. And the magnets are in both sides. So if
Mm-hmm.
you close your page, you are going to have the magnet here and here.
That's a nice addition. I'm glad you did that.
It's because sometimes when people used to do albums in lives and everything, they just say you have to put magnets. And
Yeah.
when I started, I said, okay, I have to put magnets, but how I can put the magnets? Show me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one thing to say it. Yeah.
So uh, these are my fourth size here. I have here two more rectangles. These are different sizes, okay? This is 5.5 and this is 4.5, okay?
Okay.
These are a little smaller, but I want to remember you what how are we working. These
Oh,
the bigger are 6 centimeters, and this is 5 centimeters.
okay.
These are only zero point 0.5 smaller, but
Mm-hmm.
these are smaller because you are going to choose any page of your album. You are going to cut them, and then you are going to glue with this size because you are going to have a little, I don't know how to say
Border.
margin,
A little border.
a
Yeah.
little border, yes, a
Right.
little
Right.
border here of this color. Okay.
Yeah. There was a question about where to get the magnets. I looked for a while and I ended up buying some on Amazon. They have like a big selection there and you can get just about any size you want.
Yes, I bought them from Amazon, but it's a Mexican company, so
Right.
I used to search
Yeah,
for my products in Amazon Mexico.
right. Yeah, you can get those just about anywhere. And no, Cynthia, those they're freehand cut, but right at the very beginning, if you go back to the beginning, Blanche shows you how to measure for it. It's really clever, and she gives you a good detail on how to cut those hexagons.
So as I'm going to need this hexagon of 5.5, I'm going to do this with my pencil. I no here no here.
Yeah, Clara says AliExpress you can get the magnets too.
Uh,
Excuse me.
yes, I don't use AliExpress. I didn't use it, but maybe you can find them.
Yeah, I sometimes I buy junk from them, and my delivery is not as bad. Sometimes they say 6 to 8 weeks, but mine's been faster. But I don't often do it. I stick to Amazon. You get it the next day. And one other thing, Blanche, and I know you showed the measurements on how to do it, but if you have a Cricut, you could pull up that shape
Oh
on your
yes,
Cricut and cut it if you didn't want to measure.
I explain you how to do it this because maybe if you want, you can do also with, for example, with um, dice. Okay, if you
Yeah,
find a good die of hexagons, you can cut them. But dice maybe are the biggest are 10 centimeters, and if
exactly.
you want to do a bigger album of I don't know, if 15 centimeters each side, you can use this technique and you are going to be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And once you
That's,
learn your technique, it's not hard. But there are other ways if you don't.
uh-huh. So I'm going to glue this here, for example.
That's pretty.
Mm.
Yeah, you can glue now because you got your magnet down, right?
And here is the magnet. You already have the magnet. And you can put, for example, here double-sided tape or glue.
This would make a cute Christmas album too.
Yes, I think that I'm going to do a Christmas album with this hexagon technique.
Yeah, it's adorable. Yeah, I've seen round ones, but it's the first
As you
hex.
can see, we are not going to finish today, but
That's
I'm showing you how to do this, and then I'm going to show you this finished with all the pages covered and everything. Okay.
that's perfect. That's no problem there at all. And all the measurements. So you've got it covered, not to worry.
Yes, I always try to show you the measurements in pieces of paper, and then you can see them and you can follow them. For example, I can choose this part to cut the small one that is going to be this one.
Okay.
And this is why I cut these cardstock hexagons, because you can use them instead of do an hexagon again and do an hexagon again from the beginning. You can use
Oh yeah,
this
yeah. You
and you
got your
are going to
segment.
have your hexagons already done. You can cut this with cutter or with scissors, and you're going to have your hexagons of this paper.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I cut, for example, these pages. I did my hexagons in cardstock, and then I put them in the color page, and I put all my hexagons and I cut with scissors. So
Yeah.
that was easy. So,
I'm just curious now how it goes, how it gets put together.
oh, yes, we're going to do the spine. That's why I'm not going to do all the pages, because I'm going to do the spine and we are going to close the.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to leave me hanging on that one.
So we have here, remember the other magnet, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put the glue here. Now that's why I already cut some of the pieces, because
No, you're way ahead. Yeah.
it's to show how to do an album. It's a big tutorial. If you want to cut everything during the live, it's
Yeah.
impossible.
True.
We're going to spend here all Sunday.
Well, there wouldn't be no punishment, but yeah, you have to go get lunch anyways when you're done. It's lunchtime for you. Shirley's leaving, but she'll watch the rest later. I know she will. You have a good day.
If you want, you can, for example, ink all the edges with
Oh, yeah.
like this or anything. I'm trying to do it quickly, but if you want, you can do it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. There's tons of stuff. You could stamp on it. You can ink the edges. You can do, yeah.
So as you remember, we have here the magnets, and we
Mm-hmm.
can close.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
So in all the pages, you have to do the same technique. You have to cut the smallest hexagons that are going to be 5.5 and 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, before you glue these pages, you have to put the magnets and you have to close. And the magnets have to be in, for example, if this is here, these magnets are going to be
Okay.
here or in other part of the page. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
So that's fine. For this part, we are going to need 3 rectangles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you here in a page. Let me see.
We've got Sandra just joined in too.
Uh, this is 6 by 10. The other one is 6 by 6. And the last one is 6 by 4. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
And for example, in this one, you can put your measures. As you can see, I have here already the lines that I did before. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here you are going to trace at 3, at 3.5, at 6.5, and 7. These
Oh,
are the
great.
lines that I have here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, you can put your lines at 1.5, at 2.5, at 3.5, and 4.5.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. Yes.
And then for the last one, you have to do your lines at 1.5 and 2.5. These are the lines that you are going to need. These are in the B is for why you are going to need this one. As you can see, I only fold this, okay? In
Mm-hmm.
the second. In the first one, I fold here. I'm going to put glue here. This is the 6.4. I'm going to put the glue here. And as you have already your lines marked here, you are going to glue this side in the lines that we have in the center.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I was thinking on the albums when you just glue it to the center, but okay, this is a little different.
Yes, we're going to put this here, and
Oh, you did do okay. You did do it that way. That's all right.
this is going to be our spine. And
Okay.
you are going to glue the hexagons here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four pages. Do you remember? So
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be your spine to glue the pages here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
And here, as you have here your spine, yes, you also
Mhm.
have the lines. Maybe you cannot see them, but you have the lines here and here to glue this in the center. And these are going to be, this is the biggest. This is this one
Oh, I
at
see. All
3,
right. Now, yeah.
3, and you have 3.5 centimeters here difference. Okay.
Oh, I get exactly what you're saying now. Those are just your marks then for where you're gluing.
Yes,
Okay.
that's why I need just to fold the last one, because these are only going to be the marks that you need to glue the center. Okay.
Perfect.
And in this
Perfect.
way, you are going to have all the spine glue and all the spine. And as you can see, if you have more layers of this cardstock, this is going to be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need a bigger album, the spine is going to be stronger enough as it's going to be good for you. So you only need to glue this here and in the center.
And that's
That's
where you
why
line it up with the score.
I
Yeah.
I scored at the beginning
Yeah.
all the lines at in these sizes. I am working with centimeters, okay?
Sure. And that's fine. That works just as well as anything.
So
So and now you can see it's perfectly lined up when you lay it down like that. You can see you have exactly the right
yes,
measurements.
as you
Yeah.
have all scored, you don't need to score again and to measure and anything, because with the score lines you have everything perfect, and all the these parts are in the same way. Okay,
Yeah, great. That's a good way to do it.
so I am going to glue all the pages here. For example, if it's glue here, I'm going to glue this here,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one in this part, and then the other one in this part, and then the other one in this part. And as I am using the same color, this is not going to be like poof, right?
Right, right.
And also remember that you are going to put here you are going to glue this here, and then you are going to put this in this part, another piece of this paper.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, it'll cover it up.
uh-huh. So don't cover all the pages in both sides, because you are going to need this part to glue first here in the spine, and then you are going to put this the page of the album. Okay,
That makes sense, yeah.
so I'm going to glue this here. Also, you can use here double-sided tape, but I prefer to use glue, because also with glue you can move the page if it's not in the correct size.
True. Very true.
You have maybe 2 or 3 seconds to move,
Yeah.
instead of with the double-sided tape that you are going to glue, and that's it. So, entonces, como les decía, para la espina necesitamos unos rectángulos. Los rectángulos van a tener que marcarlos en ciertas líneas que yo ya les marqué aquí. Y entonces, cuando los vayan pegando, van a hacer la estructura del álbum más fuerte, y ya van a tener marcados en dónde tienen que pegar. No tienen que estar midiendo, solamente con haber medido esto, ustedes ya van a tener todo marcado. So we can close your page, and then you can put the other page here. As you can see, this is open. So if you want the other page, for example, here, the other page is going to open in this way.
Yeah, I see.
And here I'm going to put more glue to glue the second page. I have to finish the structure of the album, and as I told you, I'm not going to finish everything because it's very long process, and also I have to choose which page I want to put from the collection and everything. So
And we know that's the hardest part.
yes, yes, for me it is.
But that's okay. That's part of the process. That's the fun part. You can sit and you can look at it and pull out different papers. No, that's the enjoyment part, I think.
Entonces ya tenemos la segunda hoja. Y lo mismo, aquí en esta segunda hoja, recuerden de poner los imanes, nada más no los pongan en la misma posición donde pusieron los imanes de este. Si este está aquí, el imán de esta página puede ir un poco más acá, para que no todos estén pegados. So, this is the other page. I'm going to glue this here. So, here, I'm going to glue this here. And if you see this spine is 6 centimeters. That
Hmm.
is the same size of this one. So you have to put this in the same
Right.
in the same corners and it's going to be perfect. You don't need to measure and measure and measure.
Yeah.
And for the last page, I'm going to put this here.
Yeah, that spine construction, that's one of my favorites. I really like that. And I like the way you put the score lines in. I've never done that way. I think it's a good idea.
It's easier
It is. It's a lot easier because
because
usually,
you
you're kind of bending
you
over
have
and looking to see.
yes, you have everything in the score with the scores and you don't have to measure again and again and again.
Right, right.
And it has to fit
Mm-hmm.
because you have the same measure at the beginning, the 6 centimeters. So you
Yeah.
only have to put this. And as you can see, we have the album here.
Oh, that's adorable.
Okay.
I really like that. Yeah, yeah.
But this is not strong enough to be your your spine. So you are going to need this is a piece of cardstock of cardboard again,
Okay.
and this is going to measure. Let me look for my accordion. This is 6.5 here, and this has 4 centimeters here.
All right.
This is going to be here, and as you can see, it's a little bit bigger of the spine, but in this part is the same. Okay,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
and you are going to need another piece of the same paper to glue. To glue this is going to be 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And you are going to put this in the middle and you are only going to glue this in this part and in this part. Why? Because as you remember, we did the covers at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to glue the covers here
Oh, yes.
and the other cover is going to be here and you are going to close. Okay.
Perfect. Yes, that's perfect.
So let me put the glue in this side. If you want to do the covers and for this part, you can also use, for example, fabric.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only using this because I don't have fabric to do books and I don't know the name of that one. No tengo tela para encuadernar,
Yeah,
pero si necesitan, pueden usar tela para hacer la espina del álbum.
yeah. Sometimes you can use a canvas, a piece of canvas, or a piece of linen. It's pretty
Yes.
sturdy. Yeah.
So I am going to glue this here and here.
Roberta's watching and cutting carrots. That is multitasking.
I used to cook and to prepare coffee and to do some eggs, to
Yeah.
do everything when I'm watching the lives. But right now my hands are busy, so I
Yeah.
cannot do other
And,
things.
and you're translating on top of everything. You're doing great.
Entonces pongo el pegamento. ¿Por qué no uso cinta doble cara? Porque honestamente cuando usan la cinta doble cara puede pegar bien 1 o 2 meses y después si regresan a ver su álbum se puede estar ya despegando. Es complicado encontrar una buena cinta doble cara. Entonces, si usan cinta doble cara, pueden usar un poco de pegamento. Pero si no la están usando, entonces pueden usar esto, el pegamento, y les va a quedar bien y no se va a estar despegando. So, you have to score here. and you have to score here.
Yeah, Roberta, you can make the book after you cut the carrots. I get it.
So I'm going to glue this part here.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not not very close, a little bit separated from this side.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because sometimes even on the interior pages, um, you
As
kind of
as
set
you
it
can
back a
see,
little bit.
I did this and I
Uh-huh.
did this because
Yeah.
we are going to fold this here and we are going to fold this here. We have to put the covers here, and
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, it's not in very close. It's a little bit separated, as you can open and close your album. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
and I'm going to put more glue here. Entonces, lo que les estoy diciendo, para hacer la espina van a cortar el cartón, van a cortar su hoja y como se fijaron, la marqué. No la y tenemos ya las portadas ya hechas. Entonces, ya con las portadas hechas, no la van a poner en la mera orillita porque recuerden que tenemos que abrir y cerrar el álbum. Entonces, it doesn't matter which side you choose because all are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you
because you
are
didn't
going
want
to
it like
glue
that.
this here, not so
Okay.
close. Los pegamos, no muy pegado al borde. And then you can close this here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then you are going to put more glue here.
You know, Blanche, you work so nice and neat. Everything is just so precise. I love it.
I sleep at 2 of the morning, but I try to do my best.
Oh, you do. It's really it's nice because sometimes you see things and they're like not even, not straight, not there's glue on it. It's you really do a nice job. Everything you do is really nice.
So we are going to put the other cover here. And again, not too close to the other cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can have your covers with your spine, okay? And they are going to be perfect. You can close them, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Right now, the other thing that I want to do is to put, for example, pieces of this. We almost finished. We almost finished. Don't go.
Yeah. Yeah, Orion, what time is your live? I keep trying to catch it.
I'm going to choose this one. This is here. This is the green move. And I'm going to choose this one that it's from Lady Vagabond collection.
That's a good color, yeah.
This is me.
Okay, you're gonna be live at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
These are going to be 20 centimeters, more or less.
Okay.
And you are going to need two of each one.
Mm-hmm. I love the purple with that sage color too.
Yes. And I'm going to glue this here before I'm going to put this. Okay.
Okay.
Here. I'm going to put another piece here. And here I'm going to put the purple one. And then, as you remember, we have two more pages of this size. So I'm going to glue this one here to cover the ribbons and to cover the back part of the cover. Okay.
Mm, okay.
And then you you can glue this here, and that's it. And the other side, you are going to do the same.
Okay.
Okay. Again, first I'm going to put the green one, then I'm going to put the purple one, and then the paper here, and then the purple.
Yeah, this is a great project, Roberta. Roberta, I think we'll be making these.
I want to see yours. And
I know.
then I'm going to glue this here. I know that I'm not using a lot of Cindy's material right now, but
Don't
remember
you
that
even worry
this
about
is
it.
the back, this is the first step to do your projects. Now you can choose, for example, Lady Vagabond. You can choose Christmas collection. You can choose any collection of ITD. You can choose any collection of Alchemy of art brands, and you can do your albums because you know how to do them. You
Yeah, and
the next step is only to choose which collection you are going to to do.
that's exactly right. And it's time to go through your stash and pull out stuff that you haven't used and make a little book like this. It's great.
Yes, you can use them for spring, Christmas, summer,
Sure.
any season or any collection. But now you know how to do the album. Your job is going to be to choose, right?
Exactly. And we all
Oh
have
no,
some.
that's that. This happens when I'm doing lives and I'm trying to
You know,
speak.
I was going to ask you,
Don't do this. Don't do this.
but you know what, Blanche? You could put another piece of paper over that, and it would still be all right, wouldn't it?
This is the part that I forget. Before you put these pages, you have to put these ones. Why? Because you have here this. Sorry,
Okay.
I forgot.
It's all right, but you could still recoup. I've done that myself. But you could put
And
another piece of paper on the inside. You
yes,
know, it would still be okay.
this is going to be this here.
Mm-hmm.
You only have to put the glue here. Sorry, I forget.
You're fine. You're fine.
I was worried to cutting the ribbons. Lo siento, me equivoqué. Antes de poner las hojas de los costados, hay que poner la espina y ya después poner las hojas para que se vea cubierto y no tengan tanto relajo. Okay. So this is going to be here in the center. In the center, and the center is going to be covered
Mm-hmm.
with this part, and then you have to glue the pages. Sorry.
It's not a problem. It's okay to see it that way because you're going to decorate that page
Yes, you're not going
regardless.
to see my mistake because this page
Nope.
is going to be covered.
Yep. Not even a little bit.
So first, remember you have to glue the spine completely, and then you put the ribbons, and then you put the last page that it's going to be covered. And here I'm going to and as you can see, I am gluing this here. And that's why I choose the same color of this paper, because your pages are going to be covered. The spaces that you fold, the spaces that you glue and everything are going to be covered.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for my mistakes. I don't like to
Don't
do mistakes.
apologize. You did fine. It's still perfect. Look at
And
that.
here is the the album. If you want, you can put also papers here in the middle. Some people used to cut small pieces or to use brads or to do other things
Right.
to cover everything. And for example, in this part, this collection has a back paper, this one. If you like fussy cutting, you
Mm-hmm.
can choose any of these ones. I don't like fussy cutting, honestly. I used to choose die cuts and everything, but this page is beautiful. So you can choose any of these reds, and you can choose the small lavenders to do the composition. And for
Right.
example, we can choose this here that I'm going to glue.
And then add some more to make it that three-dimensional.
Yes, yes, you
Yeah,
have the small ones because you can do this in 3 dimensions.
you're right. Yeah, the fussy cutting is a whole big deal. But if
Or
you've got a
if you
brother,
want to, if you want to do, for example, your own flowers, you can decorate your covers
right? No, but I'll
with
tell you,
all.
with those with the white background, you can use the brother scan and cut, and it will cut those for you. And it's the same on the Scrap Boys. They do
Uh
all
huh.
of the elements on white background, and the
Uh
brother
huh.
scan and cut will cut it.
I'm going to put the small pieces of the same cardboard that I used to do the covers
Okay. Yeah, when they
because
get too crazy, yeah, fussy cutting. It's okay if they're kind of blocky.
here, here, maybe, maybe here, here.
Yeah, no, seriously. I bought a new. I had like the original brother scan and cut. And it never did a great job unless it was black and white. And Mariusz had just bought a new one, and I said, and he was cutting, doing the fussy cutting. So I said, okay. So I sprung for it, and I bought a brand new one, not the $1,200 model, but just a regular one. And it's
Uh-huh.
like magic. It cuts everything. You just stick the page in there, and it scans it, and it cuts it perfectly.
But maybe uh, some people are not going to be happy with that because some of them used to to use fuzzy cutting for relax.
Right, exactly. But if you really hate it and it's real quick, but I'll tell you what it doesn't cut is the Stamperia ones because they put like pattern backgrounds and then put the elements on top. It will not do it on that. It has to be a white background, plain white background, like that page right there. It'll cut those.
And if you buy any collection of ITVs, in this part you can find uh, some words and you can use them
Yeah.
instead of buying the chipboards from Tamperia, for example, that have also
Right,
the,
right.
the this one. You can use this.
No,
I
that's
think that the Marius collections also have the same, right?
mm-hmm.
The that you can find the phrases
Yeah,
at the
at the
bottom
bottom.
of the pages.
Mm-hmm. No, that's good. Yeah, and Cynthia, really, I know it's an expense, but the original ones had only like 300 DPI, and I think it was like 300 to 600, something crazy, but it's like double what the old ones used to do. Yeah, because I kind of fought it, and I said, "Oh my God, that's buying something else," but it was well worth it.
So I put a little s- piece of the same cardboard here,
Hmm.
and here we can put this.
That's so pretty.
And later maybe I can put more of the flowers of this page and everything, and
Yeah.
to do this three-dimensional.
Oh, it's going to be
And,
great.
and when the album is going to be uh, dried, I'm going to decorate all the pages. And as you can see, you can have these ones here, for example, here,
Yeah, I like that. And the
here,
magnets.
and here are the magnets.
Uh-huh.
And the other page, maybe it's going to be in this place, as I can open and close,
Yeah,
right? And all of this is going to be covered because you are going to use more pages. I can show you, for example, the collection that I am using. This is Provence. And this has, for example, beautiful hats and beautiful houses.
it's a nice
Maybe
collection.
this page is going to be useful for something bigger. Also, this one. But for example, with this one, you can cut for this small album. Uh, Pages like this are useful, for example, for the albums that are squares.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, for example, is going to be useful too. If you have the pockets that I told you, you can choose these these
Right,
uh, these
right.
small images, or maybe these ones if your album is big enough. And this is the last page that I show you that has all the wreaths that you can cut.
It's perfect. Yeah. I like the
Uh,
wreaths.
And the album, as you remember, the box that I did before with the molds and everything and the papers with this collection, but these were the rice papers. I did this in the other class, and you can put your album here.
That's going to be so nice. That's a great
uh,
gift.
and you can close it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're getting rave reviews. Everybody likes it. We're going to try it.
That's why I did the album, because you told me in the other live that you want an album for this small box. So this is the album.
I think it's great. Well, do you want to switch back over and we'll say goodbye?
Okay.
All right. Let me see here. Well, that was quick.
Not as quick as I want.
Almost.
Ah,
No, I love the hexagon. You know, anything that's it's a little bit different. It's just an adorable little project. I like it. We're almost there.
it doesn't want to
Sharon, I'm
change.
glad you were here today without being on load and having to leave midway. This was good.
Uh, I put the front, but it doesn't want to change.
Oh no, there you are.
Yes.
All right, we're back. No,
Yes.
it was a great project. And I'm sure when you post all the measurements and everything, everybody can go back, see how to cut the hexagons easily, and the measurements were good. It's one of those projects too that I like that once you get the basics, you can make it any size you want, use any papers. Yeah, it was a
Yes,
good
because
project.
as I told you, maybe if you want uh, this, or if you have
Yeah.
the smaller that Stamperia has, the 6 by 6, you can do your
Mm-hmm.
album, and then you can choose the papers. For example, these kind of papers are going to
Yeah.
be very useful to use as background. And then, as I told you, Stamperia has, for example, these pages with tags and everything. You can choose these
Exactly.
pages to put and to put pockets and to put everything inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It
I
was a
think that
great
it's
idea.
going to be good for you if you try to choose any collection that you want.
And that's it too, because I think a lot of us have a lot of papers that we kind of look and say, then what? Now you've given us inspiration. And I think that's important. You
Yes,
know, it's
because
not like
and
we're
I
not
try to do
marvelous.
something different, because if you see many of the albums that some of the artists shared with us, they are of rectangles or squares. So this
Mm-hmm.
is this is a little bit different,
Yes.
and it looks good. Or maybe if you don't have the box as I did with this one, you can only give this as an album as a gift, and it's going to be perfect. Or
Yeah.
maybe you can use you
Don't
can
forget,
do
Blanch,
a small box.
you already showed us. I was going to say, you already did the box. Remember the box you did? You showed us how to
Mm-hmm,
make the box. So
mm-hmm,
you've already done that. Yeah. So whatever box you have, you don't have to go out and buy a box. Just go ahead and make a box. Because I think
mm-hmm.
you, which one was it you did? It was the Scrap Boys collection. Um, yeah, it was the Scrap Boys collection that you did, and you
I
made the
did
box with the lid.
the uh, how it was the name.
Archivalia. It was the
It's
arch.
something like vintage. Uh, Let me show you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and don't forget to post your pictures, Cynthia, and let Blanche know that you're really doing it. This is good.
I have here the box. If you want to go back to the
That's the one.
tutorial, I show you how to do this box in
Oh, House of Science. It was House of
House
Science.
of Science. Yes.
That's the one.
And
That's the
I,
one.
for
Yeah.
example, if you can see here, I use a mold from Stamperia with House of Science. It was a
Yep.
box that I decorate. I also use the ribbons to close the box. And
Yep.
this was the box that I did. And I show you how to do that time this accordion album.
That's the one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you need to go back and look for
So,
that one because it's a
so this
perfect
was
match.
a cardboard box that I did in a light. So
Hmm.
you can do the same
Yeah,
box but with these measures, and you can fit it.
we got it. Well, I thank you so much, and we've already got our schedule for next month, and don't even can't remember who's next week. Bad.
I don't
That
remember.
was
It
yeah. We
it's
signed.
November, right?
I know it's okay.
Maybe let
Oh,
me
it's
see. I
Ying. I
have
think it's
here.
Ying next week. Yeah.
Mm, we did the last schedule. Fifth for me it says Jink.
Yeah.
Then
Yep.
12
Yeah, it
is
was Ying.
Sarah. 12 is Sarah.
Right?
19 is me again.
You're,
And 26 is Patricia.
uh-huh.
So that's the calendar
Patricia. Yes.
for
Okay.
November. It's Jean, Sarah, me, and Patricia is the last one.
Alrighty. Perfect. Just perfect. Well, you take care, and I know you need to run and feed the family. And
They are big, so I smell something.
everybody's saying
They
goodbye. How to say
prepare
goodbye.
the breakfast for themselves.
Well, you all take care, and we'll see you next week then, okay?